Hi friends, good evening. Today it is 7th May and around 8 o'clock, we actually discussed that, market has to give a fake buy and then it should collapse on 5th May. And exactly that was happened on 5th May. And that was a very important lunar cycle day. Plus one day before was the Jupiter day. And we clearly mentioned on 4th night video that 5th is the D-day for both the indices. That is what we mentioned on 4th night in our video. Kindly go back and watch that video. We clearly mentioned 5th will be the D-date for the Bank Nifty as well as Nifty. So kindly mark the high and low of 5th. But actually what normally we do is we will, since 4th and 5th was the continuous trend change day, we will mark the high of 4th and the low of 5th, and we will take the trade based on that. So we will just go and see all that. And today we already discussed more about Nifty and Bank Nifty in our Sunday webinar based on Ichimoku, based on Pitchfork, based on time cycle, based on moving average, based on trend line and everything. So I'm not going to go deep into any chart. We will talk only about numbers, and I will show you one important time cycle which happened in weekly and which is holding the market, So now let's go and see all that. If you see this, WhatsApp thing, and this is what on 28th, on 29th April, this is what I mentioned. I want Bank Nifty and Nifty to give a fake buy in daily and collapse. And if it happens on lunar eclipse, I will be more happy because US market may go down ugly in May month. Exactly the top happened on 4th, and on lunar eclipse, Bank Nifty collapsed because 4th was the Jupiter day, which will have a major impact on Bank Nifty. Decider clearly mentioned it is Bank Nifty. Exactly, it is mentioned Bank Nifty, and Bank Nifty collapsed. Okay, so now let's go and see the chart. So now if you go to Bank Nifty, just a minute. So this is the very important trend change week. If you go to my December last week video, last year December last week forecast, clearly mentioned 26th December to 31st December is the trend change week. Okay, and mark the high and low. I clearly marked, and now exactly it got rejected on this time cycle week. And now if it is not closing above this week high, which was 26th December high, possible target in Bank Nifty based on time cycle is for 41,569, which is the low of this candle, And if you go to Nifty, the same thing happened. The Nifty, the 26th December to 31st December was the crucial Jupiter week, and exactly the top is happened of this week high, which is nothing but 18,265, and last week the high was 18,265. Okay, so unless and until Nifty is not closing above 18,265, the first target for Nifty is 17,774. 17,774, which is the low of this time cycle, weekly low. So watch out. This is a simple time cycle, but I showed you why it has to work based on so many examples in my Sunday webinar. So I'm just giving you a glimpse of that. And if you want, you go back to last year 26th weekly forecast video, then you will know why this week is very, very important. So now let's go and talk about the numbers. Okay, so this is the pivot for the coming week. I've already given, and till Nifty holds 28, Nifty as well as Bank Nifty holds 28th April low, nothing to worry. On Friday, Bank Nifty closed below 28th April low, and Nifty is holding it. So Bank Nifty closed below 28th April low, which is not a good sign at all. Again, the May month belongs to banks, and we clearly said last month itself, it will be decided by the HDFC Bank and the HDFC because of the continuous time cycle which is happening in the month of May, and both the HDFC Bank and HDFC collapsed on 5th. So all time knows everything, and we are giving all this 10-15 days before. and we posted this. The Bank Nifty, the role will be by only two companies. We don't know whether Morgan Stanley shuffling and all that. All that we are not at all bothered, and we are least bothered about all that information. Based on the time cycle, this is what should happen, and the impact of Bank Nifty will be shown only by the HDFC Bank and HDFC, and that is what we messaged last week, I think 10 days before, in our Telegram channel as well as to my group. And the date is happening on 29th May and 30th May. 29th May and 30th May for HDFC and HDFC Bank. So since it is having a two combination date this month, the impact will be on that counter only, which will have a major impact on Bank Nifty, which is having a lot of weightage in Bank Nifty. Okay. And now Nifty rejected. So this is what I mentioned. So kindly have a watch. And 4th and 5th is a very important trend change date with the lunar cycle. So now mark the high of the 4th and low of the 5th and take the trade. Okay. But the difference is very high. So kindly use my number, which I am going to show. Okay. Already mentioned that 5th May will be the D-day for both the indices, and it created the panic. Kindly go back to my 4th video and watch it. Coming week is very important time cycle which is happening. So watch out for the coming week, mark the high and low of the coming week, and then take the trade. And I clearly explained why this coming week is the important time cycle in my webinar. Okay. And Bank Nifty futures numbers converged. So mega move in the next 2 days. Nifty futures numbers not converged, but Bank Nifty future number converged yesterday, and it converged to the core. So possibility of 1,000 points again will happen in a single day. It may happen tomorrow or it may happen on the next day, but it may happen on the bullish side or a bearish side. But I will show you the number. Whichever side it breaks, that number, you need to be bullish or bearish. Okay. So and this is the timing for tomorrow. So now let's go and talk about the numbers first in Bank Nifty. So till it is below this level, 42,787, it is bearish only. In case tomorrow, if the market open gap up, whatever it is, if it is not able to sustain this number, go short. If it is not able to sustain this number, go short. Okay. And the weekly number is 43,308. If it is not crossing this 43,308, or till it is below 43,308, Bank Nifty future is bearish only. Again, this will also act as a resistance. But the key number which you need to watch out for tomorrow is 42,787. And down, I have given all the numbers for spot, above which you need to buy. What are the targets? And 43,829 is what the number which I'm crucially watching for on the upper side, and lower side 42,537. Why this number is very important? We clearly said on the morning itself on Friday, this number will be done on Friday. But it missed by 40 points. So below, coming week, below this number is bearish, above this number is bullish. If it closes below this number, rest assured another 1,500 points on the cards on the downside, 42,537. And Nifty, the important support will be 17,981, 17,959 and 17,985. That is a crucial area of 15 points which will hold the support. Break below, the targets are already given here. The targets are already given here for the week. And when compared to Bank Nifty, Nifty was holding because of reliance, but this is the number which you need to watch out for. It should not close below, at least on 1 hour closing basis, below 18,130. And on the higher side, again, these two numbers are converging, 18,195 to 18,187. So if it gets rejected at this point, at 18,195 to 18,187, if it breaks the low of this number, The first target is 17,854. If it breaks and closes below 17,854, you should not keep any long in Nifty also. Okay, so the savior will be 18,854 for the coming week. And the trend change stocks is for the coming week is Mukut Finance, GNFC. Kindly have a watch because this is the yearly date. Kindly have a watch, and I clearly showed today in my webinar how this yearly date are doing well in many of the stocks in which my people, my members or the attendees of the webinar asked how this simple one yellow color date, which is the yearly date, is doing wonders in stock. So coming week, GNFC, Mukut Finance, and Tata Chem are having the trend change rate. The important one is GNFC. The important one is GNFC. And tomorrow, Tata Steel also is having a trend change date. So kindly watch Tata Steel. And we are doing a little bit of homework in LIC Housing Finance. So expecting some kind of a downside from here if it is not closing above 371, which is our short-term number, 371. So simply watch that counter. If it breaks 371, possible target is 414. If it is not closing above 371, I am expecting 250 from here. It may happen this month or next month or in the month of July. That is what I am expecting, and we discussed also in the webinar. That's all, nothing more to add in this webinar. Again, see you soon tomorrow at 9:07 with the magical number in Nifty. Apart from that, I will give you the weekly number, bullish and bearish number for the coming week. And until then, good night, goodbye.